Hello everyone, Ron again, and in this video we are going to talk about how to install VST plugins in FL Studio 21. This is by request from someone on Facebook, so this video is for you, and I hope it is helpful. You start by going up to Add after you open FL Studio 21, but I should point out something that I feel might be obvious, but I'm going to point it out anyway. You want to download whatever program it is and install it onto the computer. So let's say you have like Isotope Product Portal or Wave Central or Native Access, because some programs need portals to install the actual plugin on the computer so FL Studio can detect it. But after you have done that, then you go into FL Studio 21 and you make sure you give it time to install and complete the process. Then you go to Add, you go to More Plugins. This may take some time to load if you have a lot of plugins installed on the computer. And for me, it loaded quickly today. But you go to Manage Plugins. This opens up this window where it shows the list of all the plugins you have installed. The ones with the stars by them will appear in the menus over here. Now what you have to do is go and add the project path, which basically means that you're going to click and you're going to search through your computer for whatever folder you have the VSTs installed in. So you can see all the folders here that I have mine installed in. The computer is aware of them so that when you click Find Installed Plugins, the computer knows where to look and it will search those folders for new plugins. And as you see, you can rescan previously verified plugins. You can rescan plugins with errors, because there are some, like Fresh Air, that when you install them, they need internet access so that they will work. And if you do a scan, it'll register as a plugin that has an error if you have one that's like that. And it doesn't mean that there's actually an error with it. It just means you're not online in that case. So then you would tell it not to do that because you'd be aware of that. So trying to prevent pop-up windows is kind of obvious. You know, it's going to keep it from making pop-up windows. Like, that's clear. Rescanning previously verified plugins. Those are the ones you see here in white, such as the ones in FL Studio. And you don't, for the sake of time, you don't want it to necessarily scan everything again. Combine VST and VST3 versions and 32 and 64-bit versions. It downloads both of them, and you can see here examples of where they're combined. But to be honest with you, I've never looked into that further to see if it matters or if it makes any difference. From my understanding, it just means that you can use either of them. So when I hit Find Installed Plugins, the computer is going to begin doing its search. And what's cool to know about is that this is a window that's detached from FL Studio, so it is independent. If you go down here, it appears by itself outside of FL Studio, meaning you could actually close FL Studio and leave this running. Really, you're waiting for this to populate the plugins, so I'll come back when it does. So we're back, and the plugin scan has finally completed, and ordinarily it would show them in orange, but because they're verified, they're appearing in white. So the plugins that were being installed are C6 and F6 and CLA Epic. So you can see that they're there. They were not there before. Those are the plugins I installed specifically to make this video. After they're installed, they're going to appear there in the plugin list. Normally, when you install a new plugin, they'll appear here in the section under New, and their names will be orange or yellow. And they won't be sorted into the other categories because they're freshly installed. When that happens, you should go click this, then click Fast Scan. And when you do, you're going to see this dialog box appear. Press OK or press Don't Show in the future. And then that's what makes them get sorted into where they belong. And then you can select them from here. That's just in case you like picking them from this browser like I do. But that's all you need to know about installing VSTs. After that, you'll just be able to use them freely like any other plugin. And as I said, if you want them to appear here, then you go to More Plugins and put a star by them. And then they'll show up in this menu. And that's about it. It's very simple and easy. And with that, I wish you an awesome day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share if this is helpful. But as usual, regardless of what you do, have an awesome day. Peace.